Good day and welcome to the My Business Online webinar. In today's webinar, I will show you how the My Business Online advisory program works for you as either an accountant, bookkeeper, or reseller. What I want to do is, before we get started, is just to go through the agenda. So we'll be highlighting the benefits of having the practice in the cloud, also what's in it for you, so the benefits there, and how does the partnership work between you and Pastel. And then also just a summary of My Business Online, so some of the features and so forth. So just some advantages of having your company or your firm online is you'll have access to this accounting information from any place and any time. So you can have clients situated anywhere in the country, even overseas, and you'd still be able to log into their system. And what's great as well is, if you're invited to, let's say, 5 or 10 of your different clients, or even more than that, you would simply log in with one username and one password, and from there you'd be able to see a complete listing of all your companies. There will also be no installation required, so there's no having to install a disk or anything like that. You'll purely access it through a web browser. There's no upgrade required, so what happens is we'll simply go in, we'll upgrade you, so you'll continue always be on the latest version. So we'll do the upgrade for you as soon as you log in, you'll see all of those new features. So what's great about that is it's not that we have to wait each and every year to actually release a new feature onto the system. As soon as we're done designing whichever it might be, the new feature, we simply add it onto the system, and from there you'll have that additional feature. There's also no backup required, so we automatically do the backups for you. This is hosted with Internet Solutions. There's no data security concerns, so we basically use a 256-bit encryption, so exactly the same as what your internet banking is. You'll also have no lost time due to, let's say, traveling or anything like that. So let's say a client needs assistance instantly or they have a query and they need you to access the system. You can simply just log in from wherever you are and have a look at the data, and from there you can give feedback to that client. And plus, I mean, both you and your client can access the system at the same time. So all users can work concurrent with one another. There's also a fixed cost per month, so either you can pay monthly or annually. And you're always working on your client's current data. So there's not a process of having to back up information and then restore it on your side and so forth. As soon as you log in, you both are looking at the same information. And then what I'll do is I'll address the annualized revenue as we go through the rebates and so forth. Okay, and then you also have access to the system either through an Android device or alternatively an iOS mobile device, so either your iPhone or your iPad and so forth. So you would also be able to access that. So the great thing is, because it is online, you have access to it from anywhere. Okay, so we've had a look at a bit of the advantages of My Business Online. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at what's in it for you. So first of all, you will receive the My Business Online package for free to make use in your practice. So you can have one company set up for your clients and one for you as a test or demo. And then what we'll do is, after the first year, if you have more than 10 clients linked to you, we'll automatically give you the accounting package for free forever. You'll then also qualify to earn a rebate of 20% for each and every client you sign up. So what initially will happen is your clients will receive the following links from you. So alternatively, you can simply just copy in this link into an email with your reference number. So to obtain that reference number, simply just give us a call, the My Business Online team, and from there we'll be able to give you that specific R number that is linked to your account. So as soon as you put this in an email, a client will simply just click on that, and from that, it will automatically to the sign-up screen. So if you have a look now, your product reference will automatically be entered in there. So what you need to do is you just need to ensure that you provide that client with a link. Alternatively, if you're at your client's offices, you can just enter that link in yourself when you're on that sign-up screen. Okay, so just make sure that this reference number is always entered to ensure that you do get that rebate. But that you'll also have access to additional features, including the My Business Online dashboard, accountant's dashboard, company console, and then also a note facility. Exactly how that will look. So the company console will look exactly the same way as when you log into your relevant company. You will then see a listing of all your companies. So what will happen is the following. You'll see that you've got flags now on the system. So these flags are basically from your relevant clients. So your client will then post notes to you. And then once they do this, so they'll have an option to either set up a meeting with you, either just to send you a note, and then from there you can action it. So you can simply view it, you can see which are overdue, which are due, which are new, and so forth. And you'll also be able to see when their next VAT period end date is and some contact details for that relevant client. You'll then also see that there's an accountant's dashboard. So when you go to your dashboard option, you'll have another dashboard there called the accountant's dashboard. And then this will show a listing of that specific company that you might be logged into, their company information. You'll then also have a profit and loss for that specific company, and then also the banking details. With a note facility, you'll also be able to add notes for yourself as well in that company. So just show you how that note facility works is as follows. So you will then, your client will go and select you as the accountant. From there, they will go and select the option. So is it a note, a meeting that they're actually going to send to you? They'll then enter the due date. Subjects, they'll put in exactly what they want to do. From there, they can also add additional notes and also attachments. So in this case, let's say a purchase of a new vehicle. From this, the client can add all the documentation of that new vehicle, so the cost and so forth. And then from your side, you can simply go and post a journal for the specific asset that was purchased. And once it's done is the client on their side will simply select save. An email will be sent to you, and plus when you log into the My Business Online system, you will then see that a note has been posted, and from there you can view the attachments as well. So this is just some of the features that we've added for accountants and bookkeepers in My Business Online. So we're planning to extend this quite a bit as we go along. And as I said, because it's online, as soon as we release something, you'll automatically log in and see those new features. Another benefit that you'll also have is you also have the opportunity to acquire additional clients through the Find a Consultant directory. So this is basically a listing, which I'm going to show you now, of your company on our directory. So this means any people that come to us and they don't have any accountant, bookkeeper, they're looking for training or assistance with a system, they can simply go to this listing and from there go find someone within their area and they can then give you a call to assist them. So just note, before you go to any of these clients, just make them aware of any cost prior to that consultation. Show you exactly how that looks is if you log onto the My Business Online, there's a Find a Consultant option. From there we have an accounting listing. From there you can go and select which area. Then we've also got a Find a Bookkeeper option and then also Find a Reseller. So then the client will be able to log in from here and go and look for someone within their area. And in this way you can acquire additional clients and so forth. That is how the benefits work and the benefits that you actually qualify for. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look exactly how this partnership works. So clients will pay the standard cost for My Business Online. So that means there won't be an initial discount, however you will earn a rebate, which will be paid out in arrears for that payment. So the pricing for My Business Online can be found on the web. If you have a look, the pricing will then be R150 per month, alternatively $1,620 per year, which includes a 10% discount. And this includes everything. So this is from having access to the package. It also then includes the 2 users, 2 companies. Also 1 gigabyte of My Business Online data storage. So you can actually store documents in the My Business Online. So instead of having a filing cabinet, you can simply upload a document, so whether it be a PDF document, Excel document, a Word document, an image. So you can be anywhere in the world. Instead of having to go and get someone to scan it in for you, you can simply log in and access that type of information. Okay, and that includes then also your backups, support, so whether it be email support, or telephone support. There's also an option to upgrade your package. So this means adding additional companies to your profile, or alternatively additional users for your profile, or additional gigabytes for your data storage. So it's 150 Rand per additional company, 25 Rand per additional user, and then also 10 Rand per extra gigabytes. Okay, so these costs will be the costs that your clients incur, and from there they simply invite you as a user. You will then have access to the system, you can log in, and there won't be a cost to you. Unless you want to actually create the company for your client, then you will incur the following costs, and from there earn a rebate on that. So note on that, with a rebate, you need to ensure that your referral reference code is entered either upon registrations or during the payment step. You need to put in that R number of yours so we know you are linked to the client, and then we can pay you that rebate for the relevant client. So payment is only made once that client is officially active. So that means they have moved on from their 30-day free trial period, and they've actually now moved on to a paying cycle. Before we've done it, we've had a look at the benefits that you'll basically qualify for as a My Business Online advisor, and then also how the partnership works. So what we're going to do is next we're going to have a look at exactly what My Business Online entails. So with My Business Online, you can keep track of sales, purchases, inventory, customer, supplier, and cash movement. So this means from a point of generating quotes, invoices, receipts, also delivery notes, returns, so credit notes, write-offs, and then also allocations, so posting journals to your customers or your suppliers. Then on your supplier side, you can generate purchase orders, invoices, returns, adjustments as well. And you've also got the reporting for both your customers and your suppliers. So note, if you are moving from another system, you are able to export the customer, supplier, item, and asset master file. So this means the basic information such as the customer's name, the address, postal address, contact details, and so forth. So all that information, and also opening balance, that can be moved over from the current system, will be exported and then imported into My Business Online. So you've also then got your bank and credit card transactions. So this is very similar to your bank manager, traditionally known on the partner side. So this is standard on the system. We've also, so you've got that option to import your bank statement, or alternatively what we've done is, because it is online, we've enabled the part where you can link up with your certain financial institutes. And from there, automatically all those transactions are pulled into the system. Okay, and then on your item side, you can either set up products or service. So whether you're working on a physical product side or a service side, you can set up either of those, and also then keep track of the stock and so forth, and also the stock levels by having a look. You've then also got the option where you can create recurring invoices which can be automated. So this means whether you log in or not on the system, you can create those invoices that automatically send off. Okay, and then you can also keep track of your assets within your business. So you can have a listing of all your assets with user-defined fields to say who have you allocated it to, what is the date, and so forth. So what you can do is you can actually sign up for My Business Online account by going to www.pastelmybusiness.co.za, and from there you can have a look at all of that information. Okay, so just to have a look at additional benefits on that side, is it is a fully fledged accounting system. You have access from anywhere, anytime. Okay, it's SARS compliant, and as I said, the backups are automatically done for you. Okay, you're always on the latest version. And what we've done is we've tried to simplify the way accounting is. So just removing all of the accounting jargon, and just calling it layman's terms. Instead of debits and credits, we refer to it as customers and suppliers and so forth. Okay, you've got no restrictions on the number of transactions, customers, suppliers, even your bank and credit card transactions, and also how many bank accounts you set up. You have no limits to that. You then also have the option where you can upgrade your users and companies. And you can also set up, so as you invite these users, you can set up restrictions to that. So if I'm inviting one of my salespeople, but I don't want them to have access to my banking site, I can then remove that access. You can then also add your logo to the system, and this is simply done by just setting up, by going to your setup of your company. You simply browse to that image, you add that image, and automatically that will go to all your documents. You can then put in statement messages as well, and for your invoices as well, and quotes. Instead of retyping this, that will automatically populate on there. You can then also directly email from the system, and then also print out different types of documents. So we've indicated PDF there, you can also export into Excel, and so forth. Okay, and then you can access it, as I mentioned earlier, through an Android device, iPhone, and iPad. Okay, so to get that Android, especially if you're using an Android phone, you can simply go to the Samsung store and download that app, and same with the iPhone, so you can go to the iStore and download that. And then on the iPad side, you can simply just go through your web browser, so your Safari web browser, and access the system. Okay, so just a bit on the technical side, data is managed and hosted in secure environments. So as I said, we do host it with Internet Solutions, and they do this for a few, majority of the JSE listed companies. So they go through that ultimate means of actually ensuring that that data is always secure and safe. Okay, and then 256-bit encryption, which is exactly the same as your internet banking. So there's no technical setup. You simply just access it through your web browser, put in your username and password, and from there you can access your information. So no having to take your laptop even with you. You can simply pop into an internet cafe, and from there you can log into your company information with just your username and password. Okay, and then as I mentioned, reporting can also be done in Excel, PDF, HTML, and so forth. And then you've also, master file data can be imported from old systems. So I mean, if you need any more information on that, or us to elaborate more on that, you can by all means give us a call. And this can be done through 011-304-3656. Alternatively, you can also email us at channel@pastelmybusiness.co.za if you have any queries. I would just like to thank you for attending the webinar, and I hope to see you at the next few webinars. Note that we also have webinars where we go into detail on the actual company features and so forth. Thank you, and have a lovely day.